So for this guy, this is going to be the same thing as the one before, except we're going to have to go one slightly more step than that. So apparently we're going to be collecting some SCl6 gas that is here. So again, we're going to have some gas that we're collecting over water in here. And there's also going to be some water that we're going to have to subtractify out from there. So apparently I have some SCl6 gas that is there. And it says that the total pressure for the day is 750 millimeters of mercury. That's what the atmosphere is. That's your total. Now, the pressure of the SCl6 gas is going to be X, and you're going to add that with the pressure or the vapor pressure of water, because again, all we're going to do is add those guys together. This is going to be the pressure of the SCl6. So I got 750 total. I want to know the green. All I got to do is look up the blue, because I told you that it was 32 degrees Celsius. So because it's 32 degrees Celsius, I can come back to here and I can look up 32 degrees Celsius, and I can see that it's about 36. We'll call it 36 between friends. So I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to call this about 36 millimeters of mercury, give or take a smidge. So I'm going to subtract out my 36 here, and so I'm going to end up with about, what is that, 714 millimeters of mercury of the SCl6. Now what I want to do is I want to get grams. Well, now all I have to do is do PV equals nRT. So PV equals nRT, and I'm looking for N, because if I know moles, I know grams. I now know the pressure. The pressure is 714 millimeters of mercury. I now know the volume, because I told you that it was a 250 milliliter container. So 250 milliliters is 0.25 liters. So you come back down here and you call that 0.25 liters. N is what you're looking for. I'm in millimeters, so my R is going to be my 6236 millimeters, liters per mole Kelvin. And then my temperature was, what, 32, so that's, what, 305 in Kelvin. 305 in Kelvin, because I'm going to take the 32 and add 273 to it. So I've got everything I need in order to figure out the moles. I pick up my calculator, and I go to town here. So 714 times 0.25 divided by 6236 divided by the 305 gets me in the neighborhood of 0.00938 moles. But I don't want moles, I want grams. So don't forget that we said it was SCl6. So when you add up SCl6, 35.5 6 times and 32.1 is a mass of about 245.1 grams per mole, give or take, depending on where you rounded and so forth. So times my 00938 gets me about 2.3 grams in that neighborhood there. So there you go, about 2.3 grams.